Magandang araw sa lahat. The Fraternal Order of Eagles, Limbaslo Corner is back to render public service in the field of law. Today we will be discussing on the topic about the job of a prosecutor. The prosecutor of the National Prosecution Service of the Department of Justice. Well, according to the Supreme Court, the job of the prosecutor is not to send people to jail, but to render justice. Meaning, not simply to prosecute, but to render justice. Of course, maraming kukontra dito. Hindi, ang trabaho ng mga prosecutor ay magpakulong. Okay lang yon. That is your opinion, but we have to abide by the ruling of the Supreme Court. Anong ibig sabihin to render justice? All right, you are a crime victim. So, your remedy is to file a complaint. Where will you file the complaint? With the office of the provincial or city prosecutor. Okay, so andun na yung reklamo. Yung complaint mo, binasa ngayon ng assigned investigating prosecutor. Aba, upon studying the record of the case, the prosecutor finds no ground to continue with the investigation. So what will the prosecutor do? The prosecutor will dismiss the case outright. Immediately i-dismiss yan. That is rendition of justice. Not simply sending people to jail, but to render justice. Is unfair naman sa mga complainant. Well, maaaring masasabi niyong unfair. Pero tingnan nyo yung ebidensya niyong sinumite. Now, suppose that the prosecutor finds a ground to continue with the investigation. What will the prosecutor do? This time, pabor sa complainant. The prosecutor will now send a subpoena. To whom? To the respondent, the person charged, accompanied with the complaint affidavit, the affidavit of witnesses, and other documents. Then the respondent will now be given the opportunity in a preliminary investigation to answer the charges filed against him by way of submitting his counter affidavit and the affidavit of his witnesses and other evidence to show his innocence. Okay, so nakita ng prosecutor, walang probable cause for the filing of a case in court. The prosecutor will dismiss the case, the complaint. That is rendition of justice. Right? Pero halimbawa, nakita naman ng prosecutor, there is probable cause for the filing of an information in court. There is probable cause to indict the respondent in court. So he will prepare the necessary resolution and information. In-approve naman ng city or provincial prosecutor, the information will now be filed in court. So nakarating na kay judge. Aba, tingnan ni judge. Tingin ni judge. So that is rendition of justice. Nakita naman ni judge. Aba, wala namang probable cause for the issuance of a warrant of arrest. The judge will dismiss the case outright. Or how about if the judge finds probable cause for the issuance of a warrant of arrest? Aba, mawarrant yan. Ay, mabilis ang mga pulis, masigasig. Okay, na-arresto agad. Now, the case will now be set for arraignment and pre-trial. Sabayan, arraignment and pre-trial according to the revised guidelines for continuous trial in criminal cases. Okay, pagkatapos ng arraignment and pre-trial, andun na yung mga trial. Aba, sa trial, hindi dumarating, nakatatlo, 4 na bisis na. Despite notice, no witnesses for the prosecution appears in court. What will the counsel for the accused do? He will now move for the dismissal of the criminal action, invoking the constitutional right of the accused to speedy trial. Anong magawa ni prosecutor? Wala na siyang magawa. Mag-agree ka na lang, fiscal. Wala. Usually, sasabihin ng prosecutor, well, Your Honor, please, we will submit to the sound discretion of the Honorable Court. Pero actually, ang ibig sabihin, hindi siya nag-o-object. So, dismiss. That is the job of the prosecutor, not to send people to jail, not to prosecute people wherein no witnesses appears. So, na-dismiss tuloy. But how about if the witnesses for the prosecution appears? May mga testigo. Well, this time, the duty of the prosecutor is to prosecute in court. How is that? Then, to present witnesses for the prosecution. I-present niya lahat ng dokumento. Well, the case is now submitted for decision. Bahala ng court to render the appropriate decision. Nahilabas na sa trabaho ng prosecutor. So, that is the job of the prosecutor of the National Prosecution Service of the Department of Justice. Not to send people to jail, but to render justice. Sana nakatulong na naman ang the Fraternal Order of Eagles, Philippine Eagles, sa pamamagitan ng different Limbas Eagles Club under the new region, the Eastern Rizal Region Office number 2 na matatagpuan sa ang main office is Antipolo City, Rizal. Kami naman itong Eastern Rizal Region ay nanggagaling naman sa National Capital Region 10 of the Fraternal Order of Eagles na nakabase sa Quezon City. Pinagkalooban na maging bagong region para makatulong sa sambayanang Pilipino in many aspect. Kasama na rito yung serbisyong legal para sa sambayanang Pilipino. Maraming salamat.